I would like to welcome you to Brunel 2008 Pecha Kucha. Okay, Pecha Kucha was, this bit of history, was started by two architects in Tokyo in 2003. They were Astrid Klein and Mark Dytham, and they wanted a kind of venue to be able to show designers' work in an informal, lively, interesting format, but with a strict cut-off point so they didn't talk too much. And the format now has really just rocketed throughout the world in the last 5 years, and probably anywhere in one of 40 cities throughout the world you can see a Pecha Kucha. And if you happen to be tomorrow in Kansas City, Malmo, Riga, Washington DC, Manila or Istanbul, you will catch a Pecha Kucha. Pecha Kucha, interestingly, in the UK, is having a little bit of a hissy fit at the moment, so there is no Pecha Kucha UK, but we are very pleased and thankful to Pecha Kucha International for allowing us to run this. I'm not an accredited person doing it, so I'm just standing in. So there's a job vacancy somewhere if anybody's interested. You might say, he keeps on saying Pecha Kucha. Well, the person that used to be the presenter said that's a kind of East London wide boy pronunciation. Sounds fairly reasonable to me, but there are other pronunciations. And if you happen to look on interesting websites to do with PK, you will see some lovely little Muppets, and they call it Puchekcha. So, which is fine, but then if you actually go to the Japanese, it's something else, and if you go to Americans doing it, it becomes Puchachku, so I'm totally confused. But anyway, brand heresy one, forget the name, think about the product, and the product is really quite interesting. Again, if you don't know, it's 20 slides. They are controlled, so nobody can linger on a slide, and if the slide goes too fast and they haven't got enough text, they've got to stand around looking embarrassed. So it's really difficult, something I'm really glad I don't have to do tonight. But thank you for all those people that have volunteered to do it. So it's really quite interesting, and it's fast. And it's kind of gone in 20 seconds, design style. And I think that's really interesting in terms of the design industry itself, because it's fast moving. And I was just looking at some of the words that some of our speakers have used, and some of the words that are currently on their websites, and the whole sets of things like experience, strategist, digital experience, delivery, service, social impact, interaction, ethics. You know, a few years ago, people would have said, well, this is supposed to be design, so what has that got to do with design? And in the last 5, 6, 7, 8 years, the world has changed and design has changed. And this has actually really become part of what we are in the design industry. But the thing underneath that perhaps hasn't changed is that designers inspire people. Designs inspire people. And equally, designers get their inspiration from people. And increasingly, good designers get their inspiration from people. So if you're looking for a theme, and one of the speakers said to me, what did you think of my presentation? I said, actually, I really don't know, because we haven't looked at any of the presentations, so they all could be talking about something totally not to do with design. But if there is a theme, and we sort of did hint, how about inspiration and people? So that's what we're kind of talking about.